Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video you're going to be seeing stuff like this as well, this,
because in Argentina, because in Argentina is not Chinese, that's why.
and so many more. Okay, I have strong head, I have coconut head, I have big ear, bro. Why are you always in my market? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to be back and to be talking with you guys again. So today we're going to sit down, relax and gist. Okay, today is gist time. So if you want to sit, relax and gist with me, definitely keep on watching. Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about my NYSC experience. Yes, this has been long. Like I've been wanting to talk about this for the longest time. Since I got back from camp, I was always like, I'm going to do a video about this, I'm going to do a video about my NYSC, I'm going to do a video about my NYSC, but I never did a video. Well, I was always stalling and pushing it forward, but now we're here, and yeah, that's the most important thing. So if this is your first time of stopping by my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. It's just right there looking at you. It's red, it says subscribe. Please click on that button, and you could also click on the notification bell just so you get notifications whenever I put up a video, put up an upload, whatever. You're the first to know, and you can just click it immediately. So yeah, thank you for coming to my channel if this is your first time, and thank you to all my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. I love you guys, honestly. Yeah, no homo though, no homo. If you like this look, I'm going to leave details of the hair down below. So I went for NYSC this year, March 2020, so that's just like a month ago. Yes, a month ago. So if you don't know what NYSC is like a program you have to do after you finish college or university in Nigeria. It's a compulsory camp you have to go for. It's not really a camp, it's a whole service year. You have to serve your country for a year in any states, not of your choice, definitely, which the country takes you to basically, and they can take you to any state. Yeah, that's how it works. So you kind of like get acquainted with other cultures, other languages, other tribes, kind of. So it's more like to give the Nigerian youth more exposure about the country, what it's about, blah blah blah. That's basically the overview about NYSC that I understand. And mind you, if you're a Nigerian youth and you go to college and you do not do NYSC, you cannot get a good job, you cannot even secure a well-paying job for you. So it is compulsory. If you know you want to settle in Nigeria, you have to do your National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. And I registered for NYSC with the batch A. The thing is, I had a choice of not going, but I just wanted to do it and get it over with. Most times people don't like doing NYSC because most people see it as a waste of time, honestly. And honestly, Nigerian system, they actually need to review this whole NYSC thing, because we really don't see the point. So please, you guys need to review this thing. But anyway, I registered in March, and I think it took like about 2 weeks for the names to come out and all of that. So the thing is, I had two options. I was to go to either Lagos or remain in Benin. And the thing about going to Lagos is that most people see Lagos as a place of opportunities, where you can get opportunities, get good jobs, because that's like one of the top states. And the course which I studied electrical engineering, and if I want to like get a good job, it's going to be in like Lagos. Yeah, but the thing is, when you're doing your NYSC, you might not actually get a good job. You might get to do anything. Basically, you can even teach. Most people who do NYSC teach. It's mostly people in like Lagos who get to work in companies, and like they don't allow people to teach, especially engineering aspects. You don't get to teach in Lagos or anything. You actually get to work in an industry or a company or whatever. But the thing is, okay, so the options were I go to Lagos. Okay, if you don't know, I have a business here in Benin which I run. So I am into aesthetics as well. So I'm more like, yes, I'm an esthetician. So I have like my beauty spa which I run here in Benin. So that beauty spa is like 7 months now. Yeah, 7 months in business. Thank you. So as of last month it was 6 months. So I didn't see why I would leave a 6-month-old business which I'm already handling well, like which is doing well already, let me put it like that, and just go and start all over in another state. Like, it wasn't really gelling, it wasn't really making any sense. I'm sorry about my fan, I need to address that. I'm really sorry about my fan. I do not know, since they repaired it the last time, it just keeps giving that squeaky sound, and I know you guys don't mind, so thank you. I didn't want to have to risk leaving a 6-month-old business and going to another town which I do not know, although of course I know Lagos. I'm always in Lagos. I'm in Lagos most of the time, but it just didn't make sense leaving my business and going there to start all over again. Because if you know how Lagos is, especially when you aren't getting like a good paying job immediately, so probably I'm doing NYSC and I'm getting paid probably 50k. That's if I'm lucky. I'm getting paid 50k. I'm not going to get up to 100k depending on where I'm working, but like base salary, let's just say 50k. But like that 50k salary that they're paying you, but man, Lagos is stressful, and I would have to like basically just start all over again. So I didn't want that. So I just felt like I should remain where I was, because yeah, I weighed all my options and Benin was just the place I had to be, or I have to be at the moment. Excuse me. So I had to register for NYSC, because the things like ASAP, once you register, like some days later or something, your name is coming out. Some other like week or two later, you are going to come. Like, it's very sudden, you don't have time to prepare. So the time you have to prepare is the time before you register, because once you register, ASAP, instant, you're going to come. So I was indifferent. So I registered and I just took everything off my mind. Way the system works, if you study in a place, it's more like pushing you out, like I said earlier, to other states and other regions in the country. So if you study in a particular state, you are not supposed to do your NYSC in that state. And if you were born in a particular state, you are not supposed to do your NYSC in that state. I can never forget, it was a Saturday morning, and I woke up that morning and I was just seeing that call up letter is out, where did they post it? Like, I just opened my WhatsApp and I'm seeing, what did you post it to, where did they post it to? And like, well, and the thing is, when I registered for NYSC, they give you 4 options. You have to pick 4 states from the options they give you. But if like a particular state is filled up, it will go off the system, so you don't get to choose that state. So Lagos was out of it. Like, Lagos is hot cake, everybody's after Lagos. Lagos was out of it, but that Lagos wasn't even in my mind. So I was very indifferent. I was open-minded. I didn't care, trust me. So I think the 4 states I picked were Katsina. I picked Katsina, Enugu. I do not remember the others because they are not important to me right now. That Saturday morning, I woke up and people were like, call up letters out, where they push you to. I'm like, I've not checked. So I opened my portal and I saw my call up letter. I saw my ugly passport. I was scrolling down and I saw Katsina, and I'm like, okay, so what's next? So what is going on? Doesn't make any sense. So I was indifferent. I was just I don't know, because at the same time I was kind of open-minded. Yes, I was just open-minded, let me put it like that. So I called my mom, and no, she called me. I didn't want to tell her she was at a wedding. Yeah, she was at a wedding that morning. Excuse me. She was at a wedding that morning. I didn't want to tell her because I just didn't want to ruin her day, because she was already saying like, if they post me to the north, I'm not going to go, you know, all that talk now, African parents and all. So I didn't want to call her, but like she called me almost immediately, like almost 30 minutes to 1 hour later. She's like, they said call up later. I'm like, this woman, the ginger, what is going on? How do you even know you that you are in a wedding? What is your concern? And she's like, call up later. They say call up later. So where they post you to? I said I don't acted because everything just came at me so fast, so I just acted like I hadn't checked. So I was like, I'll check and I'll get back to you. So I checked now. I didn't check, of course. I checked before, so I just stalled for a bit. Then I called her back. I'm like, oh, I just checked and it says Katsina. She's like, Katsina, yeah, you can't go to the north. You can't go to the north. Wow, let me call this one. Drama. You know how African parents can be. So I was just there like okay, so let me browse how to get to Katsina, because of course we know that I'm not going to stay in no house. I'm going to go to that NYSC camp. So I started browsing how to get to Katsina. Is there an airport in Katsina? There is no airport in Katsina. Okay, so I know I am not going by road. I wouldn't even wish my enemy to go by road. So what is the way forward basically? How are we getting to Katsina? And I checked Google. I googled my life out. Is there an airport in Katsina? There is no airport in Katsina. There is actually an airport in Katsina, but it is the president who uses it, because it's actually President Muhammad Buhari's state, so he's the only one that has access to the airport. Yeah, I had to like search for the nearest airport to Katsina, and I searched and I saw I have to go through Kano. Then from Kano I would get to Katsina. Kano to Katsina is like 2 hour 30 minutes journey tops, not up to 3 hours. Then take a flight from Lagos to Kano, then from Kano to Katsina. Can you just see the journey? Can you just see what Nigeria will put you through? So the day came to leave, all these ones were talking like I had to travel in 2 days time. Like the call-up letter came out on Saturday. You have to report to camp by Tuesday latest, and on Saturday I'm in Benin. Tuesday I'm supposed to be in camp, but I just fashioned. So I went to Lagos by road. Then I took a flight from Lagos to Kano. Then from Kano I took, when we got to Kano, so I'm going to be attaching like some clips and pictures, so you just understand and get in the flow of all I'm saying. Yeah, when we got to Kano, I knew it was Kano. Dry land, large expanse of land and all. So we got to Kano and I was like, okay, but okay. It was hot. Like, it was hot. So I just had to like board the entire taxi myself, and it actually took me to like a car park where I can get another taxi to Katsina. So when I got to the park, the driver that took me was very, very nice. There were some other guys behind. They were all Hausa, okay? They were all Hausa. I was feeling so out of place, because when you go to the north, you are supposed to be all covered up, because men, even in that heat, they wear their kaftan. The women wear their hijabs, like their complete attire. You know, that's their culture, so that is them. So I was wearing like a sleeveless chiffon top, and then I had my hair all out, like, you know, funky girl now, how it is. And I was just, when I got there, I was just feeling so out of place, like I'm the Delilah, like hello. I got to the gate of camp. The way my camp looks like a barrack, like coming from outside. It looks like you're going into a barrack, so you have to come down with your luggage as a copper. So I came down and you have to sign in, just follow some protocol. So I did that, and when I got to the gate, first of all, the security man was like, hey, why am I just coming? I'm like, sorry sir, man, I don't know, I'm just coming because I'm just coming. Say, where am I coming from? I said, I'm coming from Lagos. It was like, my mates from Benin. No, I said I'm coming from Benin. They say my mates from Enugu, they've reached here since Tuesday. In my mind, I'm like, nah, me won't come open camp. That's why I like the camp. I don't even want to be here in the first place. So which one is my mates from Enugu? That's their business if they're happy to go to camp. Then I had to go look for a room. No, I had to go look for a bed space. So luckily for me, I was the first person to sign into my room. So I was able to like analyze the rooms. Up to like 50 people were staying in that room. No kidding, 50 people in one room. But it's just that it's not a small confinement. It's like 12 people to one room. If you know how hostel rooms are, that's how they are, but they are all linked together. Then there's one general door for the place. Yeah. So luckily for me, I was able to have a socket by my bed, because usually they don't allow sockets, but I got a socket that was working like 2-in-1, perfect. And I called my friend who I told you did his NYSC, because he was still in Katsina at the time. So I called him that, yo, I'm in camp, what's next, what do I do in my life? So I went to do my registration and all. Then he came to camp, and I'm like, I'm hungry, what do I eat in this place? And he was like, I have to go to Mami Market. I'm like, what is Mami Market? What is that? And he said it's like a place you get to eat if you don't want to eat from the canteen in the camp, because the camp provides food for you, but you can decide to eat the food or not. But most times, trust me, the food is trash. So I already zeroed my mind from the start that the food is trash. So my mind was, okay, I will eat elsewhere. So I was even thinking, do you know that the expectations I had in my head, I was thinking like, this Mami Market, okay, it's going to be it's going to make sense, not like make sense, but like have some kind restaurants. Man, I was just daydreaming. Facts. Only for me to reach Mami Market, Jesus Christ, the thing was like June 12th in Uniben. I was like, is this my life? Oh Jesus, is this what you have destined for me? Father Lord, please tell me what yeah. It was like June 12th, worse than June 12th said. I'm like, okay, let me have spaghetti. If you see spaghetti diet, hey, if you see spaghetti diet, me, this is God. When I just saw that, I was like, Jesus, I'm in trouble, because I cannot eat all this nonsense in this place. So I already made up my mind that, okay, I would feed on cereal for 3 weeks. Can you just imagine? I don't know if it was that same evening or so. So I decided to like give it another chance. So I went to look for another vendor, but this time, because I like my food a particular way. It's not like I'm picky with food or anything, but I like my food like extra spicy, extra tasty, stuff like that. So I went to another vendor there in the Mami Market. I think it was later on, and well, they were actually good. The noodles was nice, their food was really nice, all true. I think it was just once they messed up, because the lady who was running it was very, very nice. She was a very nice lady, so she always attended to anything I wanted. Then I now discovered another spaghetti place in Mami Market as well. Oh my god, this spaghetti was not top notch, but it was good. The next day in camp, I could still like escape certain things, because I still acted like I was a newcomer, like I just came that day, because some people were still coming to camp that day. So when they called them to go out for parade, I just changed into my mufti. I didn't wear my white on white, because if you're in camp, you have to wear white on white, all white from head to toe. They normally wake us up at 4:30, so between 4:30 to 5 you should get ready for morning devotion. And morning devotion is not in your room. Morning devotion is on parade ground in a city that is very cold. Mind you, it's very hot in the afternoons, but at night their weathers are like two extremes. In the afternoon, extremely hot. At night, extremely cold. And the thing about their cold is that their cold comes with dust. It's not just, you know, there are some kind of cold that, like abroad cold, snow kind of cold, that you just be freshening up, you'll be all fresh, your skin will be popping and all. But this cold comes with dust. Dust will be entering your eye like this. The cold can be nice sometimes based on, okay, Lord, you are preparing me for the abroad and also I can take this cold. But the dryness, the dryness that comes with that cold, like my skin turns to crocodile skin. All your skin will dry out. There's no amount of moisturizer you want to apply in this life that cold will not get through and dry up. I'm telling you. But some people start getting ready from as early as 3:30. I'm like, what's in this up? Because I cannot wake up by 3:30 a.m. and say I'm going to beat. But lights out is about 10 p.m. so you have to sleep between 10 and 4. Actually, if you look at it, it's a very big deal. Like, that's 6 hours of sleep actually that your body requires. But it's just that nobody can really, you can't tell me I'm going to bed at 10 a.m. and I'll just sleep at 10 a.m. The body takes time, like some process to process that, okay, I need to shut down. Sure, you understand? So that can take like an hour or two. I used to sleep at like 11, so I used to try to sleep earlier. The first time on parade ground was the worst. So parade ground is more like where you march, then do morning devotion, they'll do their parade ceremony, whatever they're doing, opening ceremony, closing ceremony, whatever they're doing. That's where they do everything, parade ground. So parade ground is more like assembly ground. Sure, you understand? That's how it is exactly. That's how I would explain it. So went to parade ground and it was 5 a.m. in the morning and I didn't have my khaki, so it was freaking cold and I was wearing just white on white, so just plain cotton shirt and shorts, nothing else, no khaki, no sweater, no nothing. So I was literally freezing. And you cannot stay in the hostel. You will not be allowed to stay in the hostel because the soldiers will drive you out and they can embarrass you. They can tell you to do frog jump. I think I did frog jump. Yeah, I did frog jump one time I was late to parade ground, so I had to do frog jump. Yeah, morning devotion spans from like 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. so that was quite a long time for morning devotion, especially in the cold. Then I was really upset because I did not want to be there. I wasn't happy. I don't want to say I just did not want the camp experience, but I just didn't want the stress and the trouble that comes with it, because it's a lot of stress, trust me, to go to camp. 3 weeks you'll be in camp suffering. No matter the camp you're going to, you will suffer. I actually joined a team called OBS. It's the orientation broadcasting service in camp. So I joined that all in a bid. Look, everything I did, any cell that I joined, it was all for selfish interest. Let me just be honest. It was just not because I was interested in anything. It was for my own selfish reason and purpose, and it was because I just wanted to get away from parade or any form of stress that camp was going to bring to me. So I think it was the first day or two I used OBS to like get away from parade or get away from any stress basically. But like after then I had to like do other stuff, because the OBS people, they're like, if you're not on duty, blah blah blah, you can't be in the office, blah blah blah. I don't know why they carry that thing on their head. Please, if you understand why OBS members, I don't know if it's just in my camp where they were carrying the work on their head, please let me know in the comment section down below if why people carry like so little positions and they can put you on top of their head. Yes, even in little positions you're supposed to do it, but why you want to do to say you senior me? Even if you senior me, we are all the same, like we're all core members together, so we are one. Why are you acting like you're my senior brother? Anyway, when it started seeming like I couldn't run forever, I had to go to parade. I did parade for 1 day and I marched. Yes, I marched. After I marched, I knew that I couldn't continue. Like I can't continue like this. So I was thinking of a way to like leave camp. I was like, what can I do? But I just realized that there wasn't a way I was going to leave camp, because if I want to leave camp, where do I want to go to? I can only leave camp for like one day. I have a friend that stays there, but he's a guy, but man, that's just long journey, do you get? So, and it wouldn't make sense to leave camp to go and lodge. What kind of sense is that? There's no sense in that sense, okay? It was just more like I was stuck there. I was stuck in that place, and I did not like to be there at all. I'm saying this the umpteenth time because I really do not like to be there at all. So this was how I was bathing in camp. I would bathe once in a day, and that once in a day is more like I bathe around like 10 p.m. when we are about to go to bed. But the thing is, you can't still really take your bath well because the water is dirty. So many things. The water is dirty. The bathroom is bad. It's a public bathroom, and in my camp you cannot bathe outside. You cannot bathe at the back. It's not allowed. If a soldier catches you, it's a soldier, you're in trouble. So I just tried as much to avoid any form of problem or issues with any soldier talking to me anyhow. I just did not want anybody to talk to me anyhow or insult me, so I was always in my lane, steady. That bath will carry me for the whole day. Trust me, I'm not dirty. I can't even like sleep without bathing. I bathe twice a day normally, but NYSC camp will make you do things you never imagine. Because I don't know why people will just wake up by 3:30 and start going to bed clock 3:30 when 3:30. That's too early. Haba. So already there were the people that were hooking up and all in camp and all, but why will I come to NYSC camp for love? No. Yeah, but I've actually met people who tried to toast me. Yeah, but there was this one guy who was like on my case, steady. Yeah, so so I was just more like, most of the time when I go to Mami Market, he's always in Mami Market. Like he was always sitting there like he was the chairperson of Mami Market or something. Like I get to Mami Market and I'm like, bro, why are you always in Mami Market? Why are you always sitting down in this woman's store? Like, is this your joint? And the thing is that the guy will now call me in the evening. He will say, so what are you up to? I'll say, I'm in my room. You say, you're always in your room. I was like, what am I supposed to be doing before? He'll be like, come to Mami Market, let's chill now. First of all, I'm not even that kind of girl. I don't want to be that kind of girl that be at Mami Market and people will be like, oh, that fine girl, she's with this guy at Mami Market. Don't tag me. I don't play tags, man. I really want to chill in Mami Market. What's there to chill in Mami Market? So I will say, okay, I'm going to chill with man, with boy, with you. I will carry my head like a goat because I have strong head. I have coconut head. I have big ear.
I'm not the hear word. I'm not the hear word. I get coconut head. I get big ear, but I'm not the hear word.
And I will carry my goat head to Mami Market and sit down and chill with you. Then what will you be drinking? 150 naira kunu. The kunu self was 100 naira. So that's because what is the chill? What are we chilling exactly? What are we chilling? I'm not about that life, okay? I ain't about that life. So actually in camp, people were actually hooking up. You know how stuff like this is now. Boys are looking up for girls. I haven't heard of it. Running stuff in camp already. Like, hello, how can't you not hold yourself? It's just less than 1 week. How are you? How can't you not? Or like when I realized I couldn't keep matching, then I had to join like drama unit. I had to be a group leader for a tiny bit, but I even did not want to be in the drama unit because, like I said earlier, anything I was joining was a selfish interest, just so I could get away from a particular thing, so that I can run away from something that is pursuing me. So I joined drama unit to just hide. My whole point was to like be in the background, not to be any serious character or anything, or even do anything else. And Sunday was the perfect day. Oh my god, on Sunday it's a free day, but like there's no parade. They don't get to wake you up at 4 o'clock or anything. It's just go to church, go to wherever you're going to, But the thing is, if you're going to church in camp, then you can wear mufti. Sunday is the day that you're allowed to wear mufti until 4 p.m. That's 4 in the evening, and then you change to your white and you're back to parade ground and doing what's not taking. So that day I just used the whole day to sleep. Then I did makeup, did Snapchat videos. Basically, our life is routine. It's the same routine all over every day, just the way we are doing this quarantine. Like every day is every day. That's how camp is. Every day is every day. The same set of activities every day. I think I spent only 1 week in camp in NYSC camp because of the whole pandemic going on, that they're dissolving camp. I'm sure I was like, oh my god, Jesus has taken the wheel. Jesus has taken the wheel. I was so happy because I was tired, and mind you, before then my body was drying up. Like, no kidding, I've never experienced such a thing in my life. I don't know if it's the water or the weather, but I think it's a combination of both, because normally I have dry skin, so the whole weather, like the coolness, is not snow, it's dry. It's dry that. So like the weather was drying up my skin. If you touch it, your hand will bounce back because it's like crocodile skins. It was that bad. Like, so many things were just going on at the same time that I couldn't just explain.
I just want to relax and be taken care of.
We were still speculating that, are they going to let us leave, that it's not all camps, blah 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 blah. But me, I knew that if one camp dissolves, every other camp is dissolving, so everybody's leaving. So I did not go to parade. I was all dressed up in my khaki because that day we were supposed to do man o war. Yeah, we were supposed to do man o war, I think. So I wore my, okay, no, we did man o war the first day. Anyway, I'll include clips.
Come on!
So the day before we left camp, we did man o war drills. So you have to like pass through certain obstacles. It's more like to keep you fit and keep you prepared for battle or whatever obstacles you get to face. Obviously not the ones you face in life. I already made up my mind I was going to leave Katsina that day because I cannot be there. I cannot be there. So we had to like fill our names to certain places, had to return like beds, had to fill our details so that your allowance can be paid, because if you leave camp without filling your details, you won't get paid. Like 6 a.m. till about 3:30 when I was finally able to leave camp. When like some things I just had to fashi, like I just couldn't get it done because in camp that day they gave us our PPA letter. PPA letter is more like place of primary assignment, so they knew what they were doing in that Katsina. They didn't want us to go, like they don't want us to leave their states because it's the north, so they know that most of us, we don't want to stay, so most of us want to redeploy. So redeploying is more like you living where you're posted to, like me leaving Katsina to another state to do my NYSC. So they know that people want to redeploy and people don't want to stay, so they now gave us PPA that day, and it was very annoying. They gave me my PPA letter. I don't even know where they posted me. I think it was Daura or somewhere. They posted me to one secondary school to go and teach. Can you just imagine? I studied electrical electronics engineering for 6 years, that'd be 5 years, 6 years, whatever, and you want to tell me that I should go to secondary school to go and teach who? Teach what? Can you just see how messed up it is? Like, so what is the point of this NYC? What's fatherland and messed up in? I know, but like really though, I was already on my redeployment. I was already working my redeployment that back to Benin, like I mentioned earlier, remember real. So I think I'll attach a clip of us going back to Kano from Katsina. You guys, what was your experience like? Very good. On our way to Kano because we cannot come and die. The road from Kano to Katsina, although they still have places where they have really bad, terrible roads, the road from Kano to Katsina, Katsina to Kano is very good. So when we got to Kano, we're going around because I was searching for hotels, and my budget for hotel was 20k max.
Ooh. Oh. So nice. Ah, Amaka.
How cheap a room is in Kano. Look how cheap a room is in the north. Okay, like I really did not have any problem with that hotel, and I will give that hotel a 4 points. Like they really tried out. The airport is like 6 minutes, 7 minutes from the hotel, very, very close. Time, okay, I think it was when I'd gotten back home to Benin and my redeployments like went through. Enjoyed this video, please do want to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please give this video a big thumbs up because I trust you would. And yeah, drop a comment if you have any comments on this video, NYSC experience, if you had any experience like this, and advice time if you have the chance, if you know you have the chance. Please do not go to NYSC camp. It's not worth it. Trust me, this is coming from me. I know what I'm saying. But if some people look forward to it for the experiences, some people look forward to it to meet new people and new friends, that is fine. So if you have the chance, please sit your ass at home and enjoy your life, because when you get to camp, you are not going to have a life. Your life is going to belong to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you guys for watching my video today. I really do appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.